All right, y'all, welcome back to the channel. Got all right. Job says, what's up? So we got a couple more upgrades here for the chicken run. It's just been, I mean, over 100 degrees for like a week, and the chickens have been kind of brutal. And so between that and the rains, I don't know, you guys have to go back to the previous videos to kind of see the chicken feeder I had with the 5-gallon bucket, and the rain just, I mean, it just ended up turning all their feed into mold. So I'm going to kind of show you guys the new feeding setup we got, and then I kind of just made some makeshift shade for them to the best of my ability. So here's their new feeders. Got some 4-inch PVC pipe, and the bottoms are capped, and their feed comes right here and comes all the way up to the top. And then here's their cap. So at night I can actually cap it, so that way when it's gonna rain, or if it starts to rain, I can run out here and cap it real quick. And it prevents, you know, all the mold and stuff. And then on top, literally just a screw top. And there's their feed. So, I mean, it's just gonna, I probably could have gone with the 3-inch. I think the 4-inch is a little overkill. I think the 4-inch is a little overkill, but I'm all about doing things less. So the more feed I can fit in something, the better. So that kind of works for now. Pretty excited about it, to be honest. So it's something I've been eyeballing about doing. I've seen a couple other people do something similar to that. And then here's the lattice. Obviously, this is probably would have been a lot easier to do if I would have done this before I put the netting on there, because I really can't go climbing across this, so it's got a little bit of gaps and stuff in it. So we did this one all long ways. Here, let me back up. We did those 3 all long ways, and then we did two going widthwise, and then 1 going long ways there. So either way, it's going to give them some more shade. There you go. That's how that works. And then eventually I'm going to make a smaller one. I'll do a 3-inch one for their oyster shells. That's where I got their oyster shells right now, just kind of in a big old feed bucket. And then that, I don't know if if you're not familiar with what the oyster shells are for, it's just to keep their eggs a lot healthier and harder, give them a harder shell. But yeah, they figured it out real quick, right where it was, went right to it. As you can see, this is the mess of where their feed used to be. So, I mean, it's night and day difference. I mean, here they could scratch it out and make a mess, and a bunch of this is actually a mess from us having to dump it out and clean it out, where this is going to be, I mean, if it rains and a little bit gets messed up, we could literally just dump out a handful out of that, which is the reason I went with that 4-inch, was at least I could still get my hand in there if I have to. I mean, they're growing fast.
We have at least 3 roosters in here. Oh, that's a new one. They haven't seen that one. This one right here is a new one. We just replaced it from a rooster from
the farm.
The farm. So that's our new one. We don't have a name for her yet, but
yeah.
She's
So
really
the lady we got a lot of these newer chickens from, they're a Buff Orpington Rhode Island Red cross. And she said if any of them turn out to be a rooster, just bring it back, and she will give us the, she'll let us swap them out. I have a feeling this one right here is a rooster, because if you look at the comb, it's like a pinkish color. And there's one other one straight to the back right there, I think is also a rooster.
we got like 3 in here.
So we're just kind of keeping an eye on them just to find out.
And then we have Shadow in there.
And then, yeah, and then that little baby chicken that we've been nurturing, keeping segregated from all of them, because she's been getting picked on. Pretty sure it's a rooster too, but I'm gonna wait until those ones, because their mom, I'll try and see if I can get a video of Rosie. She's the one we got that was already laying. She's the mom. If you look, her comb, she's on the outside of that fence there. If you look, her comb is kind of like a red also. So she's got some pretty good wattles under her neck there, and her comb's pretty big. So we're kind of just going to wait until they start crowing, and then we could bring them back at that point. The lady we're getting them from, she said it's not an issue at all. So
hopefully Shadow's not a boy, because that's actually my favorite.
Yeah, so the little one inside, she named Shadow. And I'll go ahead, we'll walk over there and I'll show you guys that one. But yeah, it's a new one. I actually got one more pipe that I'm going to put right next to these. I just didn't have another one of those brackets. So we're going to eventually have 3 feeders with the actual layer feed in it, and then eventually I'm going to have another one for the oyster shells. But for now, I'm just going to kind of let it be how it is. It's coming along. I'm really excited to come out here in the morning and just kind of see how this lattice works out. And I mean, anything's better than nothing. It's not perfect, but it's a chicken run, and just trying to keep our chickens happy. And
the only reason Shadow is still in the shop is because me and my stepmom Ginger tried to put him in there, and they tried to attack Shadow, which isn't very good, but hopefully they'll get used to him. I don't know why they did it. Why do you think they...
Because she's so small. Yeah, that Shadow, that's the one she's talking about that we're segregated. I'm gonna go show you guys. She's so small. I mean, like when they got her, I was like, dude, I don't even think this thing's gonna make it out of the brooder. I really didn't. And then we went in one day, and her butt was just no feathers. So that's how I knew, okay, they're picking on her. So we segregated her. She started getting better. She's gotten pretty big, or he's gotten pretty big. We're still not sure. Just waiting until these, probably about another 2 more weeks, and those babies will be big enough to integrate with these other ones. I'm going to have to put the other coop. I got another one just like that gray one right there. So I'm going to put that one into the run also, and then that way I got enough coop space for all of them. But I'm just waiting until those babies in there get a little bit bigger, and then I'll be able to integrate them in there. And then I'm going to bring Shadow into that run by itself, and just to continue to integrate them. But I mean, you can see, you know it's hot when these pigs are just covered in mud, because they just been in that mud pit. But they're getting big. Minnie's still getting lengthy, and Missy's just a hoss. And the future of the pig farm right there, Reba, she's a brute too. But yep, they're doing good. So far so good. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll show you guys the Shadow rooster, and we're gonna go ahead and call it a night. Hopefully it's not too windy and you guys can actually hear me, because the wind's pretty bad today.
Dad didn't really have faith in her. He didn't want me to pick her, but I only picked her because I had faith in her, so I got her for that reason. And then she used to be an all black bird, but now since she got so picked on when she was just had no feathers, they grew back. Is that like an orangey red?
Yeah, like a red. Yeah.
So like a reddy orange.
She's got a Rhode Island red Australorp cross. Yeah.
But yeah, she stays in here. I spoil her a lot with the worms and stuff, but we just keep this over. It's so hot in here that she doesn't even need the lamp that we have. But yeah, I only named her. The reason I named her Shadow too was because she was always hiding under everyone was sitting on her. So she was like their shadow. She wouldn't like stand out or anything. So that's the reason I named her, and because she was all black.
And for all you parents out there, a little Turbo reference, White Shadow. Yeah. So that's Shadow. That's the upgrade. That's what's going on. It's dinner time. We're about to head out. Love you guys. God bless. See you next time.
Make sure you like the video, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.